What's up, y'all? It's your boy CJ, man. I'm back. I'm just now getting home from doing outreach. Came home, made me some hot sausages. You know what I mean? I need a cut already. Yeah, just getting some stuff done around the crib. Man, check it out, right? Today was a rough day, man. But this video that I'm about to post, y'all, on my friend Taylor, I didn't want to post it because all in all, I try not to, I really don't want to post somebody unless they go all the way, right? Unless the person is cool with it. Alright, cool, but the real goal should be them getting their life back. So, but when I seen her, and I talked to her, she was just like, go ahead, post it or whatever. So, she just want to see the type of support she got, so I'm gonna post it. And yeah, that's that, man. Y'all enjoy that, John. It's your boy Cody, man. I'm back. Today we got Taylor and her boyfriend Sam, right? Right now I'm sitting here talking to them, they walking in front of me, but right now, Taylor, I've been talking to Taylor about it for about a month now. On just getting out of this whole situation and taking the proper steps that gotta be taken, that you have to take to get out of it. And I'm gonna do everything in my power. I know the supporters are gonna do everything in their power to help people like me and her and Sam get our lives back and do it the right way. That's Taylor right there, that scene. But now Taylor, so when you said you want to go to detox today, right? That's the goal. But I feel like all right. Before anybody go to rehab, right? You need to make sure you got all your ducks in a row.
Right.
I tell everybody the same thing.
That's how I feel.
Get in touch with the people that you do have as support, right? And make sure that, y'all on the same page with everything that you got going on in your life, and that make the whole re-entry back into the world way easier. You know what I mean? And it gotta be like a real thin line on like just having the discipline when you get in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I tell people get so tired of me saying this shit, bro. But I'm always telling people that the one thing that helped me stay sober every day, bro, is the ability to have self-discipline. Right? The ability to say no. When I first got in rehab, first thing I did was ask them, how can I help out? I started helping out with simple shit. Like, okay, I'm gonna take the trash out in the morning, at the lunch, at the dinner. Right? And that's how I was like, slowly started teaching myself more self-discipline. And it's like, without that shit, you're gonna end up back out here. You gotta have, I forget the exact definition of self-discipline, but it's like to overcome, it's to have the ability to basically fucking say no to some shit.
Right.
And if you can't say no to we'll go do your thing.
So, yeah, definitely. As far as like the supports and stuff, last night we went to her sister's house. Told her, her sister and her mom the plan. She's gonna go to the hospital. She's gonna pick it up at buddy's crib.
What hospital y'all gonna go to?
University of Penn, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen. So, what I just found out yesterday is that Jefferson and Torresdale, right? You don't have to wait to be sick. You don't have to. You can come there strictly and just tell them you want to detox. You don't gotta be throwing up. You don't gotta be. You don't gotta be in it. Nah. Everything be for sale in Kensington all the time, y'all. Can't walk down the street. You selling a scooter, selling a bag.
Right.
Everything for sale. Somebody around this bitch selling a baby and it's sad.
I don't know.
It's fucked up. But huh?
The kitties are free though.
The kitty's free.
Yeah, anyone can take them home.
Nah, listen, right? So you gonna go to the hospital? Right? University of Penn. University of Penn is a good job, but Jefferson has. You don't have to wait. You don't gotta wait. You don't have to be sick. You don't have to be on the job. Then you can go there. You go there today and be like, yo, I'm ready to detox, and they will take you fucking. You know what I mean? So what you do outside of like regular life shit? What was you doing before you started getting high?
Before I started getting high, I started getting high at a really young age. So started doing drugs when I was like 14. I've been on my own since I was 14. My mom lost custody of us. I did have like that time I told you that 6 years clean, and that when I did that, I was basically just building myself up. I started like working. I was on state parole. I used a voucher, got an apartment down West Philly. If I didn't have that, I don't think I'd have been able to get on my feet, save some money up. You know, kept moving up in jobs. Like first I was like a hostess at Applebee's. Then I started serving, and then eventually, after like COVID, I just like, cause I feel like anything you do, you should have passion in it. So like I genuinely.
If you ain't doing it, you gonna love it. You shouldn't be doing it, and that's why I do what I do, right? But I still, right? Okay. I fucking hate doing concrete. I hate that shit, but concrete pay the fucking bills.
See, that's true. I guess there has, that's a job, right? Like if you don't love it. But even serving, like I'd have like, I just want to make people happy, whatever. But it became money. Like people weren't tipping as good, and it just wasn't making enough money to deal with what you deal with serving. Because some people just don't tip you at all, whatever. So I just came home one day and I applied for. I only applied for I think 3 rehabs.
3.
And the one I really wanted was one that my son's father had went to, and I visited him there. He passed away from an overdose.
Yeah, you told me.
9 years ago, so that was like important to me, and that's the one that called me back. And honestly, I didn't do anything like professional at all, and it's kind of embarrassing now, but I really just poured my heart out on the Indeed joint because I was only applying for rehabs.
Yeah.
So I basically just put like how passionate I am about it,
and you got it.
Yep, and got the job. So.
And that's how that shit be working out. Like God puts you in a position to make the most out of situations. I keep telling people all the time, right? You see how you just broke it down? I'm supposed to listen to the part. Quiet. You see how you just said, you got the voucher, you went upstate, you went through the whole process, you did jobs to help build yourself up, right? You didn't just, fall victim to, oh, poor me because I didn't get what I wanted right when I needed it. Right when I wanted it, I mean. You took what you needed, right? And you slowly grew up to where you wanted to be. Now, if you take and have that same type of attitude this time around, right? And just really work the program while you in there, you can do this shit.
What I realized was like I thought I had healed as much as I possibly could. I thought I worked on like everything, but that was cat. I'd worked on a lot of things. Every time I'd go to the county, I'd come home and literally abscond immediately. Did drug court for like a month, left rehab, and fucked that up in like a month. But when upstate, I came home, I had my ID, I had the things that I needed, so that made it so much easier. Because I wasn't just flustered, like, oh my God, what do I do? Like,
yeah.
I gotta get my ID, I gotta get my social, I gotta get a job. Like,
see,
I had a job planned out. You know what I'm saying? So it made it so much easier.
And that's like, it's crazy you said it, right? And that's what I'm trying to like help. I'm trying to help avoid that with people, right? Because I feel like the biggest reason why we all enter this revolving circle of addiction, jail, streets, and then eventually dead, right?
Yeah.
Is because, sometimes we don't realize that the disease brings us down to make us into the animals, right? It brings us all the way down to animalistic behavior.
Absolutely.
With that being said, it's hard for us to like really retrain our brains in such a short span of time. Like I feel like 30 days sometimes don't be enough.
Right.
And that's why they have halfway houses, PHPs and shit like that, right? To help you really get through it. But some people be having too many responsibilities on the street that they need to get back to, and just making, I'm not gonna say that's like not a valid reason, but I feel like sometimes it can come off as an excuse. Right? And I get it. And that's why I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it so when y'all come home, y'all have a job. When y'all come home, right?
That makes all the difference.
Y'all have a little bit of income. Y'all got, you know what I mean?
And some people don't have that support
like
team either. You know, I would tell people in the rehab when they would say that, like, you can go out there and get support too. So
Yeah.
that's out there for you. See, that was the big thing for me because I did do maintenance. Now I know some people don't think that's clean, but to me, I was paying bills, I was doing all the right things. Like, I was doing better than I ever had in my entire life. So I consider myself sober. Everyone has a different opinion, but because of that, I didn't really do meetings. I get really.
We can talk on the meeting shit. Like me,
I get really shy though. I don't want to. I don't want to raise my hand. I'm so embarrassed.
Me
like I've never told my story ever.
No.
Never. I think I left before rehab.
Me personally, right? I did a 90 and 90, and that was it.
See, I pay for that discipline.
But I still do service. They say it's 2 ways to stay sober.
That was my thing.
Service and meetings, right? So
yeah, I agree.
The meeting thing was just like two fucking. Let's stop right here if y'all online.
Yeah.
Y'all online? Where you going? Where's it on here? Cause I don't want to be too close to the train. It's too loud.
Alright.
But service and meetings is like my real big thing, right? Can I see you? You in the frame? So I feel like as long as you put in service and, you know what I mean, doing the meetings, right? You don't have to like really, when they say meeting makers make it, right? Or whatever, however the fuck they say
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Sometimes that shit just be like too much for me, right?
Alright, I agree.
And I got a lot of people that I'm friends with that I met through AA and NA that only do service to them, right? And it could be, it could be drunk.
You can call them up whenever.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, as long as you got a support system, and that's why I say the first thing you know what I mean, is really get on the same page with all your support. Fucking trash. I got a new mic. So either y'all got a phone?
So my mom just gave me a phone. We have to get it turned on, so I can go.
How much is the SIM card? Cause I'll go do what I gotta do and then I make the SIM card for you. My thing is this, cause I'm not gonna be able to find you. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Well, that's why I was kind of hoping, like, I mean, I don't know. I was talking to you, but I was thinking, because you said you wanted to do like 2 days out here.
We ain't gotta do 2 days. You ain't gotta do 2 days.
2 days sounds great.
We can fucking go. We can go now.
I should.
It's my thing is I work with a lady named Miss Michelle, right? And she offered when it comes to any female, you know what I mean? Because she been through the ringer, right? And she got her own church. She's a pastor, Minister Michelle, and she'll take y'all shopping the day before.
See, that's cool because I don't have, like, I wanted to get sweatpants and stuff like that.
You get what I'm saying? And you know, I would do it too, but
I lost all my clothes.
She asked to be involved and with like the next couple females that I do stuff with, and she like want to do something for you. You know what I mean? She a good lady. She a good lady. So that's the only reason why I say 2 days, because I'm working around other people's schedules. You feel me? So it'll be more or less like filming out here and showing people what's going on.
I feel like that's important too.
Yeah. And then, but at the same time, it's always good to get away from this shit.
I feel like it gives me a purpose though to like want to do it, like, cause I was like so depressed, like about me going earlier. Like I'm always much better when it comes to like stuff for other people. But like doing this and feeling like I could help somebody. That's like the other thing about like having had relapse is that I don't regret relapse this time. It's been like what, a little over 2.5 years at this point. Because like I couldn't understand when I was working in rehab why people would like be there for like a day or two and like go through it. It'd be so, I'd be like watching them like throw up, like just look, you know, horrible, and or just feel horrible, not look horrible, but you know, and I mean you could just see it on them, and I just feel so bad. But I just couldn't understand why they would leave. But like now I get it, because this is such a different beast out here. This strength is no.
This shit is not. This shit is not. This shit ain't brown dope.
It's not at all.
It's not like how it shit used to be.
This shit takes out horses, elephants, and fucking whatever else.
Exactly.
Like it's literally puts them down for surgery, and I could smoke it all day long and not fall out.
See,
I could also fall out on the corner over there and get robbed. So.
And that shit just happened. It was a big ass fight earlier today, man. I tried breaking it up. I broke it up the first time, and then they turned around and said, the girl kept coming back, and the other girl said, yo, bro, record this shit. I said, oh shit, and she beat her ass bad.
It's content. It's
cute.
It's happening. No, I'm just saying.
See, I be trying not to have that attitude, right?
But like, I'm not
content.
saying like
It's fucked up. You ain't hear what they doing up the street every night?
No. Oh, well, they was throwing out bundles and stuff. They was
They
having
making
people
motherfuckers
fight.
box and
They
shit.
was boxing. I
And
know. I was
wheelchair
there.
races and shit.
Yeah, I was there. They did wheelchair races. They had the girl fought the bull. He was like one of those people that are like that walk like this.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why every time you see me, be like, stand up straight.
Yeah.
No, I ain't trying to walk like that.
Fuck that.
Just right now, like my hands, like look at my hands. From
Hands
picking
on.
at them yesterday, I was so stressed out about thinking about coming in here, and plus, like, I broke my bubble. I'm assuming it happened when I broke my bubble, and then I break it any and everywhere. It happens all the time. I broke it in my bag, then start reaching in my bag, and I get glass in my hands. Or sometimes I might think there's glass in my hands.
And you start picking it's on ice.
But there definitely do be glass.
I did the same shit, yo. I did the same shit. Same shit I did. Had you picky
and then
all
that's
that.
like a 2nd degree burn right there from my bubble. I have one here, try one more.
So
Look at that.
Nah, no, you gotta stop that shit. So let's say this, right? If you could go to any treatment center, right, where would you prefer to go? And I'm only asking you this because I want to see what your answer gonna be. Would you like to go somewhere far or you want to go somewhere close?
I mean, I would enjoy going somewhere far if I could bring like the people I love, like my boyfriend and my mom and my sister. But if I couldn't bring them, then if I had like a cat, I'd bring my kitty too, my dog. If I had one, but
you gotta. I feel like if you get high in Kensington, right? Anyway, shape, or form, you gotta be away from something. Because
but this is the thing, anywhere I go, I can find drugs. It'll find me if I'm on them.
yeah, true.
You bring you with you everywhere you go.
But if you are at Pyramid, you know, fucking train. If you at Pyramid all the way in East Bumblefuck Poconos, right? Right? You can't just walk out of that bitch and get on the bus and go home.
I will, and I have. And I'll ask somebody panhandle, get on the train, how do I do this? I'm just saying, like, I've done it out from Bucks County. I found my way home. I was on drug court and something slipped through the cracks. I first ran from Building 50. I had an escape charge. I was in Reds, medium max. And I went to court, and the cops said they had a daughter my age. I was telling them how I get kicked off drug court for the charge. And he was like, well, you deserve a chance, and I would want something good for my daughter. So
Big cop gave you a pass?
He was like, I'm going to ask the judge to drop it.
Whoever you is, good luck.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to ask the judge to drop it.
Ain't a lot like you.
Real shit. He was cool as fuck. He asked the judge to drop it. Of course, she filed, you know, they always file. It was like the prelim joint, or like the small judge, common case, whatever one's called. But,
listen, tell her tomorrow I don't want to be looking for you, bro. Cause listen,
you don't have to look at me.
I tell people all the time,
close.
I don't like. All right, so when I come up here every day, I come up with a fresh SD card, right? When I start recording a person, I don't post their videos until they go, right? Unless like you already like, unless I know you not a hard person to find, I don't post it because I want to show the world how serious you is and how easy it can be done. Like, be the fucking example. Right?
Absolutely, that's the goal. Dude, the other day this little girl came up to me and we were in Allegheny, and it was so sweet. She was like, "Miss, you're so pretty." And like I was just like, when she walked away, like I just started crying because I was like, look at me out here, like I'm not even a role model to her, like I'm fucking bummed out this song. And she still thought I was pretty, and you know what I mean, like it's just, I don't know, that meant everything to me in that moment, because I know, like I feel so bad for the kids out here, honestly, like seeing the shit that they see. I mean, it definitely builds character. Like they're gonna grow up and you can't get shit past them.
And they're gonna be tough, yeah, exactly.
They're gonna be tough ass kids, and I just hope that they, you know, want to do everything
but it's still,
to get out of this or make it better.
It shouldn't be. I feel like it shouldn't be on us to make them tough, or it shouldn't be on us to like expose them to the shit we expose them to.
No, that's why I feel bad. I feel so bad, and there's no like.
I get a new fucking mic, bro.
There's no pics either, like, you know.
Nah, this drug will take your grandma.
Right. And even for like as far as like where we go, and then like where people be falling out at, like it be making me scared when I see them. I know a kid walks by and sees somebody laying on the floor, like what the fuck is going on? Like that has to scare them, bro. So that breaks my heart. When she said that really like.
Or it turns them into like little monsters. It was this young
beast,
boy
yeah,
earlier.
like the young bulls that were throwing the rocks at us.
It was young bulls earlier, bro, and they was over here treating shit, like taking motherfuckers' bikes.
Oh yeah, then the cops came to them and shit, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they got away with the bikes. That's why I told you. We saw them, we were busting up with them and shit, and I was like, they don't like go to scooter.
Yeah, because they will fuck you up out this joint,
and
bro.
they'll win too. Somebody come up, somebody will come up,
be like 10 of them.
It'll
be like 10 of them.
Next thing you know, they're good kids. Ours, they stole from us. You know what I mean? Like. And you gonna
it's our scooter, they stole it from us.
Yeah, having somebody want to fight us and shit. We gonna be like, no, they was throwing rocks at us. Like,
yep, and then we end up getting our asses beat.
Yeah. So.
But nah, listen. So this how long this shit take. You see how long this took. Now you just make the genuine commitment, right? You be up here tomorrow, early in the fucking morning. Well, no, not tomorrow in the morning. Tomorrow when I get off work, I get off work at 1.
And then what at night I'll go.
Sunshine House. Or no, you gotta go to the hospital first. So I'll just take you straight to Jefferson. You know what I mean? Me and Miss Michelle could take you get clothes first and then take you to Jefferson. You know what I mean? It's that simple, bro. It's that simple. And then once Jefferson, I will come see you, bro. Alright? I went to do this with somebody like 3 weeks ago. When I went there and he wasn't there, I was sick. So my thing is like, go there, be there, stay there. You know what I mean? You go to treatment, we'll send you cigarettes, we'll send you candy, we'll send you, you know what I mean? We'll do the whole shebang caboodle.
Yeah, because that makes all the difference. Like, being anywhere with nothing is the worst. Like, I genuinely
it's like
feel
being
like
in jail with no commissary.
You just read my mind. I genuinely feel like everybody should have to go to jail. I feel like everybody should go to jail for at least 30 days so they can see what it feels like. So then they know. Because, like, there's a difference between, what's it called?
What?
What do they say? Like, when, people do too much for you, like
enabling.
There's a difference between enabling and like being there. Like, what I think people don't realize about like having family in recovery is that like you don't have to stop talking to them to not enable them. You know what I'm saying? And for them to be in jail and have absolutely nothing, like if you have the means, like at least food, at least necessities. Like my ex, like her mom went and made sure that she had just fucking money for necessities because, you know, like my Aunt Brittany, she sent me money, but she was like, I think you like being in there. So she stopped doing it because I was in there all the time, just been in there. But yeah, it's not that like being in there. It was like that was like a second place. That was like a second home at one point.
I feel like when you go to jail, right? I feel like in our community, in the urban community, right, going to jail is like a rite of passage.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And then like I get there and I didn't have like a lot of family. Like me and my mom got high together for a little bit. Me and my mom actually did an interview. It's online.
For real?
Yeah, with Mary, and I know Mary from jail. I was locked up with Mary. So, but yeah, and my mom's sober now, and she's like my biggest support. Like
people in the
oh yeah, my boyfriend.
people in the suburbs, man. Their rite of passage be like going to college.
Exactly. It's a very different scenario.
Our rite of passage be like either going to jail or like having a baby.
Right. And at a young age. And they have no idea.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there is nothing worse. I remember one commissary, this is one time I went up just to get batteries. And on top of it, I was embarrassed. The fuck I'm embarrassed for? At least I'm getting batteries for my radio and shit.
You ain't got a radio, bitch, or batteries. You know what I mean?
Right. And then eventually I started coming in and the COs would just throw me the radio. When I got there, the bull would just sketch my name on the show.
That's how, like, see, that's bad. That's how you know that shit is like home.
They was taking bets, like, when's D Domenico gonna be back? What's your bet? You mean, but they was like family at some point, because like I said, like, my mom and how
that's like
so
how
it was like
live.
COs that was like my mom, and like some COs that was like my sister, and they'd get mad when I came back, and then they wouldn't fuck with me, or whatever. Like, my mom came in there one time when I was in there, I was in the hole, and this is the bit I went upstate. And I was sick that I was in the hole, but the CO that was like, she used to bring me commissary if somebody left from the hole and shit, because, you know, they have their commissary.
Yeah,
like, she looked out for me heavy. And she always come to me, but then she was like, I'm done fucking with you. Like, you said you want your shit together. But she came when my mom was in there and told me, like, woke me up in the middle of the night, which was like a good thing, but also, like, I couldn't sleep again. And she said it looked like she had a black eye. I think now looking back on my mom, so she just had to smear makeup.
She had smear makeup crying.
Yeah, but so I'm thinking she had a black eye. I'm bugging in there. I'm like, I can't send her anything. Like, I'm just freaking the fuck out because I'm a commissary. I'm in the hole. I don't got no commissary. And I was doing 30 days. And then the next day, like, the lieutenant calls me in her office and she's like, I just want to let you know, drop the slip on you and your mom. I'm like, no shit, bro. Like, you know, because...
Keep y'all separate.
Yeah, because, you know, probably if someone said something to her or me, like, you know, just cause problems. But everybody was calling her Taylor's mom. She said everyone was calling her Taylor's mom and people looked out for her.
What jail is that?
That was in Monco. Oh, yeah, I'm afraid to go to Philly. I'm from Philly. I grew up in Philly. I ain't moved out to Monco.
You never been on State Road?
No, and I grew up like down the street from it.
You've never been to State Road?
No, and I don't want to go.
It's a bad job.
It's a bad job. That's what I hear.
It's a bad job.
My friend Amanda Cahill died in there. She's 30 years old. Heart attack from withdrawal.
Who?
Amanda Cahill.
Amanda?
You knew Amanda?
Yeah, I know Amanda. That's my friend. I ain't seen Jack in a minute.
It was her ex, right?
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, I had just seen him not too long ago. We were talking about it.
It's crazy. It's crazy shit.
It's crazy, like, all that shit's happening. My other friends, like, brother died in the back of the cop car. And, like, they don't get, like, as much, like light shine on shit like that. And there should be, like, that's a shame. Nobody should, like, because these people need, like, to be retrained. Like, this drug, now, dope couldn't kill you, dope withdrawal couldn't kill you, but train withdrawal can. And they need to be doing 15-minute rounds, 30-minute rounds, whatever the case may be. There's no reason somebody should die in the back of the cop car.
So, all right, here's my theory on that, right? This is my theory, because I talk to a lot of people and I know a lot of people died from withdrawal, right? This is my theory. When us as an addict, right? Us as addicts, before we go to rehab, what do we do?
Usually get high.
Get super high, right? Okay. Now, if we can, right? If we feel like we can get away with it, what are we also doing when we go to rehab or detox?
We try to sneak shit in.
Trying to sneak shit in, right?
Shut my dumb ass.
So, this is what I think is happening, bro. Because if you look up how most of these deaths happen, it's a lot of people going through, like,
cardiac arrest,
heart attacks and shit like that. That's all shit from participated withdrawal. That's all shit that Precept bring, right? So what I'm thinking is this. Is that motherfuckers is sneaking in dope, right? And they so still stuck on getting high that they fail to realize that, okay, they started microdosing on themselves now, right? And a nurse or a doctor, right? They piss test you once and then they piss test you again on your 5th day.
And you can just dip
and detox, right? So it's like, they don't know that you still taking the substance, bro. You know what I mean? They have no fucking clue. And they dosing you with subs that could make you ill while you on this substance. And we just taking it to take it because us being homeless, we already in a bad situation. We got drugs in here, so we might as well complete the detox, right? Or we don't even realize that we not completing it. You know what I mean? We just renting a room for a second, right?
Got a place then.
Yeah, which is wasting taxpayers' money type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it defeat the purpose, bro. And so many people. I had two people that went to go take the treatment. They was like, bro, I'm trying to take this shit with me, and I'm just like, bro, no, bro. Like, no. Because you go in there, you do the shit on your 4th or 3rd day.
Xannies in there too.
Yeah, and that shit got fentanyl in it.
Mixing it with shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people don't think about shit like that.
Yeah, but a lot of people are going to the ICU for this. They were going to put me in the ICU. I was in the hospital.
Listen, I had got booked. This is like right before I got clean. I had got booked. And, I got booked and I came right back out this June. When I came back out here, I jumped right into it. I kept ODing every day. I was like, every shot I was ODing. Damn. I OD like 5 times in one day, bro.